So in today's video, I'm going to show you why you should never ever buy clubs like this. Right, so that's not 100% accurate. I don't mean don't buy clubs like the TaylorMade P770. What I'm going to show you in today's video is when you go along to try new clubs, you should never ever be hitting clubs that are taped up, because I'm going to show you how it absolutely ruins the performance and maybe makes you think that you're buying something that performs better than it does. Right then guys, so we've all been along, haven't we, to try new clubs, heard about the latest stuff, whether it's Callaway, TaylorMade, whoever it is. And when we get to the shop, they kind of say, we haven't got any fitting or demo products, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll pop some tape on it to let you see how it performs. So they might take a lovely club that's off the shelf, take some tape. They'll say obviously to stop it marking the club, which is fine, you know, from their perspective. You know, they're not going to be able to sell a club as brand new if it's already been hit. But I've always been kind of quite fortunate that wherever I've worked, you know, they've invested in a good amount of demo product, fitting product. And I'm a huge believer that, you know, you get along, you get fitted and you try something that's right for you. There's no point in hitting something that's set up completely wrong. You get the wrong idea as to how it performs. But this is something, and I still get guys come and see me, you know, that say their local golf shop, you know, whether it's a pro or a big discount place, have taped up the club. And you can see from a visual perspective, it doesn't really look that bad, so it doesn't affect the looks of the club. And sometimes, whoever it is, will just say, look, go and hit some shots on the range. And even though I don't necessarily agree with that, personally, I think at least it's one of those that you're not getting too much feedback as to how the shot's actually performing. So I'm going to hit some shots on TrackMan with my normal Titleist Pro V1X. Obviously, I'm in my home studio at the moment, but I'm going to hit some shots with tape on. We're going to see how far the ball goes. We're going to then hit some shots without the tape on, talk about why the performance is different, and like I said at the start of the video, why you shouldn't be buying clubs like this. So tape on looks exactly the same. I know there's different types of tape on the market that they get on. So let's hit some shots and see how it performs. So you can see that one getting out there, 173 with 117 ball speed, so not bad. So I'm getting out 170, rolling out 181. Again, just under 169 carry, just under 180 total. Okay, so 174, nearly 175 carry, 184 total. Right, so let's have a look at the average numbers there for that 7-iron with the tape on. Right, so we can see average carry just under 168, average total just under 178. So decent strikes we can see for the club face there, a little bit right, a little bit left, so accuracy wasn't necessarily as good as it could be. And the spin rate down at 4,971, so around 5,000 spin. Right, so take the tape off. And like I said, you know, it's a real bugbear of mine when I see golfers hitting clubs with tape on. Had a guy with a 3-wood last year who came for a fairway wood fitting with me. Didn't want to try the Callaway fairway wood because he'd already borrowed one off his pro, and what we saw was that it was about 20 yards longer than anything else we tried. So just to appease him, I let him hit his with tape on, but at the end I made him hit it without tape. And actually the Callaway one was only the 3rd longest. And he would have actually bought something that didn't perform as well as it could. So now take the tape off. So the club face is nice and clean, it's nice and dry because it's nice controlled conditions in here. So let's hit some shots without the tape now. See, does it make a big difference? And if it does, we'll discuss why that's the case. So good speed off that one, a little pushy. Actually, that's a little bit quicker there, but 6,500 spin. So again, pretty similar on club head speed. 162, 169. Maybe not my best strike. That one, the spin just dropping off, hitting it out the toe. Again, a little bit toey. That's that turny one. This is definitely though where having that little bit of forgiveness. Maybe good job I'm not doing this test with my blade. Might see a bit more drop off in distance. Okay, so good club head speed. Again, just a little bit turny. Definitely got a few of those going today. Felt like a better swing. And 165 carry. Right, so definitely saw a bit of a difference in distance. Not necessarily huge, but let's look at how the 7-iron performed without tape on. Right, so carry 163, total just under 170, ball speed just under 118, club speed 86, so smash factor was exactly the same. Now, spin rate's in italics there, so one of the shots, it didn't quite register as is measured. It was actually more predicted, but we definitely saw more spin on the shots as we were going through. Right, and when I compare tape and no tape, I saw an extra 4 yards carry. I saw an extra 8 yards total. Even though club speed, ball speed were fairly similar, the spin rate was 1,300 lower. So it's not a huge difference. And I'll be honest, I've done tests before with guys in fittings when they've had tape on the club. And I think different tapes maybe even take more spin off, which makes it more exaggerated. But you could see there that once there was tape on the face, the spin rate dropped quite a lot. And as you get in less spin, that's because there's less friction between the club and the ball. That enables the ball to fly further, but also runs more when it lands. Now, with the modern irons over the last 15 years, we've gradually been getting stronger and stronger with lofts, which is definitely helping keep spin down anyway. The manufacturer kind of countering that by then moving the center of gravity a bit lower in the club head, so it still launches high, and if you've got enough speed, the ball still flies high. So the nice thing there is if you already hit the ball a decent distance, you can hit the ball high enough to still stop it. My little challenge with that is you probably don't need a more distance-based iron if you already hit it a little bit further. So does it become a little bit that the numbers are irrelevant on the bottom? Maybe. That's maybe a whole other video. But hopefully there you can see if you put tape or have tape on the face of the club, it really affects performance, and then you really don't get proper feedback on how the irons perform. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it and share it, comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you have enjoyed today's content and you don't currently subscribe, please consider clicking the button below. Remember to ring that notification bell and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.